factor. This is optimum performance. 65 degrees. Cross-circuited to the photon pulse generator. Come on, Dad, I already did that.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Danny.
Had a feeling you'd be back.
Bad penny, huh?
So you took my advice?
What's that?
The flowers. They're there for Holly.
Well, they're certainly not for you.
Right idea, wrong flower. She hates carnations.
Oh, does she? How'd you know that?
Who do you think empties the bins? Here, we can do better than this. Take these.
Oh, wow.
They're for Mrs. Hazeldine in 23. Delivered yesterday, but she's in Paris till next week. She'll never know the difference.
Thanks very much, Danny. Hi.
This is a surprise. What is it this time? Someone's been murdered? Crown jewels have been stolen? Break-in at Buckingham Palace? Whatever it is, the answer's no.
I just came to say sorry.
Oh. Come in. Oh, they're beautiful. You shouldn't have.
Well, I've solved 5 cases thanks to you, so it's the least I could do.
No, the least you can do is solve the next 5 on your own.
Okay. You've made your point. It's a delicate scientific instrument.
Yes. You've put in a note to a very special person.
Have I?
To the kindest, sweetest girl in Sundown Court. Always yours. Doesn't sound like you.
Well, I do have a gentle side.
Why have you signed it Pumpkin?
So how was your day?
It's quiet. I was supposed to give a lecture, but it got cancelled. Weren't you doing some training course?
7 hours on stress counselling. By the end of it, most of us were in need of some. There was another reason I popped over, actually.
You know, just for a minute, I thought you came over just...
No, I don't mean that sort of thing. Quite the opposite. In fact, for once, I think I can help you.
Why, have you taken a course in laser optics?
No. I've been thinking that.
Oh, worse and worse.
I'm serious. Can I put the TV on?
Number 22, making its 7th appearance this year. Another low number, it's his 6th, 3rd appearance, 2nd week in a row. And the 6th ball is 1. It's been 5 weeks since we last saw it, but it's actually appeared 23 times since the lottery.
Have you won anything?
No. I haven't even entered yet. That's the point. Why don't I enter now?
Oh, so that's what this is all about, is it? You mean go back in time?
Yeah, only needs an hour. Enough time to get to the newsagents, buy a
I
ticket.
thought we'd been through all this.
I know. It's a paradox. Time won't allow paradoxes. When I get back to the present, the slip will be blank. I know that.
So?
Look, I'm not thinking of myself here. Honestly, I'm not. You need money to finish the machine. 6 million, 7 million. I'm doing this for you.
Go on.
Right. I use the machine to go back. I tell you the numbers, you place the bet, and you collect the money. Where's the paradox in that?
It won't work.
Why?
Because if I'd won the lottery just now, I'd know about it, wouldn't I? I'd have a ticket.
Well, how do you know you haven't got one? Could be in your desk.
Don't remember putting one there. For that matter, I don't remember seeing you today at all.
That's because I haven't time travelled yet. Look, I go back. I tell you the numbers and you buy the ticket. When I get back, you'll still have it. It can't fade away because I didn't buy it. If you say yes...
I don't say yes.
Why not? What have you got to lose? Look, the least you can do is treat it as some sort of experiment. A scientific experiment into the nature of paradox. If it does work, you'll have enough money to finish the machine. You can do whatever you like.
But it's cheating.
It's not. It's not cheating. In an ideal world, you'd get lottery funding anyway. Oh, come on, Ollie. What could possibly go wrong? It's 8:20.
I bet it only gives you 2 minutes. I bet you it knows what you're doing.
It's only a machine.
I'm not talking about the machine, I'm talking about time. Right. Now, promise me you won't be late.
I promise.
And you won't meet yourself.
Well, that's the beauty of it. I can't meet myself because I'm at a training course all day. Now, look, I will go back, I'll tell you the numbers, and then I'll come back here and wait for you, okay?
Okay. And do you remember the numbers?
Yes. Numbers here. 8, 12, 11, 22, 6, and 1. Okay?
It won't work.
You can't fail. Goodbye. 8, 12, 11, 22, 6, 1. 7:26 a.m. More than 12 hours. Good morning. This is your £7 million wake-up call. Holly. Come on, wake up, it's me. Holly? Danny? You seen Holly?
Yeah, she went out just now.
Holly!
You two had an argument? You just came from her flat, right? Not that it's any of my business.
Yeah. No, we haven't even spoken.
Bad as that, eh? Jeff, you want my advice? Buy her some flowers. Never fails.
Hi.
Aren't you supposed to be on a training course today?
Yeah, I'm just leaving. Has Holly arrived yet?
Not yet. She usually stops off for a coffee. Well, she should be in a minute.
Okay, fine.
Slade,
Chief.
I thought I sent you on that stress course.
Yeah, I'm just leaving now. Yeah.
It's already begun. What are you doing here? It doesn't matter. I'm cancelling it.
Oh.
I need you on a case. Something's come up.
Oh, right. Can I just leave a message for Holly?
What about?
Numbers.
Numbers? What numbers?
Chemical numbers. It's a formula, you know. It's to do with the Morelli case.
We arrested Morelli weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I think we might have the wrong man.
He turned himself in. Forget it, Slade. I need you now.
What, right now?
Right now.
It's good to have you with us, Slade.
Yeah. Terrific.
You weren't at the briefing, so I'll bring you up to speed. Do you know Mickey Sissons?
Oh, him. The Vine Street bank job.
And another half-dozen major robberies, none of which we've been able to pin on him. But we've had a stroke of luck, a tip-off, anonymous. According to our source, Sissons is targeting a deposit company in the city. They're called Ducan Security.
Chief, can you just wait for half an hour?
No, it can't. This morning, they took possession of 30 bars of gold bullion, 99.9% pure, and it's going out tonight.
Too much of a temptation.
Exactly. It's just the sort of job that would appeal to Sissons and the perfect opportunity for us. I want him, and we're going to get him. Get in!
I was really rather looking forward to that course.
Well, it delights me to hear you taking an interest in something, Slade, but there will be other courses. This takes precedence.
working bank. How much is this bullion worth, anyway?
You can ask the managing director, Marcus Ducan.
The current market value is $400 an ounce. So collectively, the bars are worth $4,800,000, which is a little less than £3 million sterling.
What are they doing here?
We're assisting in an exchange of ownership. My job is simply to lodge the gold on behalf of my clients until the paperwork has been completed. But in the circumstances, I think it might be more appropriate if we moved it straight away.
Oh, no, Mr. Ducan. That's the last thing we want you to do.
But if you think this man Sissons is planning some sort of attack...
We don't think it. We know it.
What are you saying? Do you actually want him to come here?
Sissons is a very big fish, Mr. Ducan. We may never get another opportunity like this.
Opportunity? You're talking about £3 million worth of gold, not to mention the safety of my staff.
There'll be no danger. You have my word on it. My officers will be watching throughout the day.
And if you're wrong?
Then I personally shall take full responsibility.
Is this real?
No. It's iron pyrite. Fool's gold.
Ah, the MacGyver report. Interesting.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. All day, though.
Remember, it's my neck on the block if anything goes wrong. Got this place under all-round surveillance. Got Robson and Morris across the road, and I want you with them.
This stakeout, I don't suppose it's got a phone.
No, and it hasn't got a fax or a jacuzzi either. It's an empty room, Slade. Just stay there.
What's the time? 9:45. Hate stakeouts. It's the tension I find unbearable. I need to make a call.
Well, you can borrow my mobile phone if you like.
Have you got a mobile? Why didn't you say?
Well, you didn't ask. It's the latest model, actually. 70-hour standby, data compatible, 98-number memory, message capability, Rolls-Royce of mobile phones.
Nicky, it's not working.
Look. Sorry, I must have forgotten to charge it.
Morning, sir.
I was on a stakeout once that lasted 3 weeks. Shut up, Morris. Just making conversation. I'm just gonna pop out for a bit, okay?
What?
I need some fresh air.
Would you do this again, please, Stephanie? There are 2 L's in bullion.
Your hands on the desk now! Let nobody move! If you touch that alarm button, it'll be the last thing you ever do!
Don't even think about it.
I want the manager. Which one is the manager?
I am.
Come on!
Open the gate.
Open it!
Police, I need to use that phone. I'm sorry, it's really important. Thank you very much indeed. Sorry about this. Oh, don't forget your money, madam. Thank you.
Open it!
I can't. It's on a time lock.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
It's not your money, is it? Then why die for it? You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2. That's better.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello? Hello?
What's happening?
Let's go, come on!
Where's the ball?
Wait, look down the steps! Watch out, the jump. Here, give me back to me! Come on, I think there's somebody following us. Let's go! Come on!
must have taken down the outside wall the night before.
You know what I know. Who's going to tell the chief?
What happened to you then?
Right, I want you to check out a number plate for me. It's K241 KWW. It's a Renault.
Why?
Because I want you to, that's why. Where's the manager, if you can?
He's in his office.
Right. I'll see to him in a minute. I need to make a phone call.
Another one?
We've got to get the building contractors in, clear the debris, and get the wall rebuilt as soon as possible.
Right, sir. Anyone tell me I can get an outside line?
You're not going to get an outside line from there, mate. Well, the explosion in the tunnel has severed the main cable. Phones won't be on for another couple of hours.
Well, don't worry, I mean,
Charlie?
Yeah?
I need you to do something for me. I want you to take this back to the station and give it to Holly Turner.
What, now?
Yes, now. And if she's not there, just leave it somewhere where she can't miss it, okay?
I told you and your chief, Miss Grisham. But you wouldn't listen. And now I've got a terrified workforce, a wall torn down, thousands of pounds worth of damage, not to mention our reputation, and the gold's gone. What have you got to say?
Actually, it's Mrs. Grisham.
What?
She's married.
I don't care if she's the Queen of Sheba. Heads are going to roll. I'll tell you that now.
Mr. Ducan.
I'm not finished.
I think you have. We may have stood a better chance of preventing this if you'd mentioned to me that you had some sort of pedestrian subway conveniently located next door to the vault.
I didn't know anything about it.
They must have dismantled the wall from the other side, brick by brick.
So where were you? You were supposed to be watching this place. I could have been killed. They could have fractured my skull.
Why did they knock you out anyway? What did you say to them?
I didn't say anything. I just opened the safe, and that was it.
Slade, you're wanted.
Do you do it on purpose, Slade? I mean, have you got something against me?
I can explain.
Don't even try. According to my information, you were on the telephone when it happened.
Oh, thanks very much.
Well, are you going to explain why you left a stakeout despite my express orders to the contrary?
It was personal.
Personal?
Look, it wouldn't have made any difference where I was. They came from inside, through a tunnel.
It's your attitude that makes the difference, Slade. You just don't care, do you?
Yes, I do. I do!
It doesn't make any difference now anyway. I'm off the case. And by the time the commissioner's finished with me, I'll be off the force as well.
What?
He wants to see me this evening, 7:30 in my office.
He's not going to fire you.
Well, what do you think he's going to do, promote me?
But this wasn't your fault.
It was my call. What Ducan was right. I used the £3 million worth of gold as bait. And Sissons took it, literally.
Do you know where Sissons is?
Well, of course I do. I've had him under surveillance since this thing began.
And?
He's at home. You don't think he's going to get his hands dirty, do you? This is his work, but he's probably spent the last 3 hours having lunch with the Archbishop of Canterbury.
So you can still arrest him?
It wouldn't achieve anything. The only thing we can do now is find the gold.
Holly. Anyone seen Holly?
Charlie, it's for you.
The wife.
Hello? Yeah? Oh, yeah?
They came up here, they took off the balaclavas and outer jackets, and then they disappeared.
Well, at least we've got the clothes.
That's all we've got. What happened to the gold?
One of them was carrying a holdall, a blue holdall.
Go on.
I just don't understand it, Chief. They were only just ahead of me. They must have known we had the place surrounded. We had officers everywhere. Did you set up that roadblock?
Of course.
Then how did they get away with the gold? How did they move so fast? Must have weighed a ton.
Actually, the standard gold bar weighs 400 fine troy ounces. If there were 30 of them, that would make it, what, 750 pounds?
It's still impossible. They came up here and it vanishes into thin air.
They could have had someone waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a girl, a woman. She was carrying a holdall. I think it was the same one.
She couldn't have carried that weight, surely.
Did you check out the registration number?
Yeah, Janine Palmer. It's a company car. I've got an address.
Well, talk to her if you think it'll do any good. You know where to find me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be there. Yeah. Bye. Holly!
Can't stop, Charlie. I'm really late.
But Holly!
Nicky, did you get your mobile working?
Oh, yes, I changed the battery.
Oh, good. Where is it then? Come on. Thanks.
You're not still trying to make that call, are you?
Frank, it's me. Is Holly there?
No, I'm afraid you just missed her. She's giving a lecture to a bunch of trainees. Yeah, she's just on her way to the training college now. Oh, why don't you try a car phone then?
Hello, Holly Turner.
No luck?
No.
Yeah, I was at the market. I often go there my lunch hour. You know, something to do.
Did you buy anything?
Not this time, no.
It seems a long way to go not to buy anything.
It's not that far. Anywhere you can park round there.
You were carrying a large blue holdall.
Yeah. Look, what is all this?
Can I see it?
I've got it here.
Thank you.
It's empty.
Yeah, right. I can tell he's a policeman.
Was it empty when you were at the market?
I told you. I didn't buy anything.
How long have you worked here?
3 months. I'm Mr. Belling's secretary. Why didn't you ask him?
I'm going to have to keep this.
Why?
It'll be returned to you.
Well, what's it got to do with anything?
Ah, can I, use your fax machine?
Help yourself.
Thank you.
You can put the money in the tin.
What are you doing? Nothing. Just letting my mother know I'm all right. Thank you.
Message not sent. Must be out of paper the other end.
Would gold bars leave any trace?
What, chemical traces?
Yeah.
It's possible. Maybe we should get Holly to have a look at it.
That's a good idea. You can drop me off at the training college.
What's he doing here?
Don't worry.
How did he find us?
Doesn't matter. He doesn't know anything.
It's a bit too close.
Our core systems. He'll sort it.
Don't worry, Jerry. They must have just spotted the car. They're just following up leads, mate. They ain't got nothing on you. Look, it's me they're interested in. I've got a couple of them outside there. Listen, everything goes ahead exactly as planned. You need to find the details to me. Where I go, they're going to follow. And that's going to be right up the garden path.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi. You've got a Holly Turner lecturing here today. Can you tell me what room she's in, please?
Just 1 minute, sir. Ah, she's in 712.
712. Where's that, please?
Down the stairs along the corridor, then up 2 flights of stairs, through the gallery, take a left, then 3 steps down by the lift, through the double doors, and it's at the end on your right.
Right. Thank you.
DNA mapping has been a standard part of forensic science since 1985. But polymorphisms are a more recent development. I'm talking now not about the difference between genes.
Excuse me, I'm looking for lecture room 712.
Oh, sorry, I'm new here. I'm not really sure. Try to the end of the corridor.
Thank you. 712?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I just sort of noticed it. What do you think?
Well...
Best not take any chances, huh?
Okay.
Thanks, polymorphisms, and I think that's the fire alarm, so if you pack up your things, make your way out of the building in an orderly fashion.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Slade? Where have you been?
Banging my head against a brick wall, Chief.
Oh, Chief. Well, I won't be that for much longer. Commissioner will be here in less than 2 hours.
How long ago was this?
7:30. Same time as lottery closes.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing. Look, I'm sorry about the bag. Not a lot there, I'm afraid.
Chief, we may have got something. I just spoke to the surveillance team. Sissons is on the move.
What?
He slipped out of the side door and headed off on foot. They almost missed him.
Could be a pickup.
But if he knows we're onto him...
Look, we've got to go after him, Chief. He's our only link with the gold.
All right.
We're on our way.
Turner, what happened to the lecture?
Oh, we got called off halfway through, Chief. Bomb scare of all things.
Holly, these just came from you. From Central Labs.
Great, can you just put them on the table, Frank?
Sure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Suspect now at Park Street. He's stopping. Entering a cafe. Slade here. On our way.
Are you sure that's him?
Yep, that's Mickey Sissons, Mr. Fix-It. Chief Executive of Crimes R Us. What's he doing here? Maybe likes the cappuccino.
It's a bit off the beaten track.
Not if he's waiting for the gold.
Fat chance.
Yeah, that's right, Morris, but have you got a better idea?
Could I have another cup of tea, please, love?
He's moving.
Do we go after him?
No, it's okay, he's come back. How much longer? You know, being cooped up in a car with you, Morris, isn't my idea of a fun evening either. Did you ever play the lottery?
No, not me.
Waste of time. Complete waste of money. I've done it since it started. I haven't won anything. 7 is my birthday. 28 is my age. 10 is the number of my flat. 31 was my scout number. My girlfriend's 33. And 40 is my lucky number.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Morris. Thank you.
Oh, look at that. That kid spraying the wall.
Probably nicked the paint. Little sod.
You know, some people say it's an art form. Graffiti. Urban art.
Artful. Pull the other one. How do you call that? Art. Painting a load of bricks.
Of course. Of course, that's it.
What is?
The gold.
What? That's not Sissons. What's going on?
No. Where is he? What's he got there?
I know exactly where he is.
Where?
The Ducat security building.
Good, lads. Get that rubble up. We can start rebuilding that wall. Well done, lads.
Need a hand with that? You know, you give rats a bad name. You can do the honours. I've got to make a phone call.
Not your mother again.
She worries. Oh, I believe it at last.
I'm coming!
Come on.
I'm coming.
Nikki!
Oh.
Just do me a favour. It's 7:05. You've got 25 minutes.
Well, 25 minutes for
I
what?
want you to go round the corner to that newsagent's and buy me a lottery ticket.
Is this a wind-up?
No, it's not a wind-up. I'm just feeling lucky.
You know that according to the official figures, the chances of actually getting the 6 numbers are 13,983,816 to 1.
I'm feeling very lucky.
Well, why don't you do it yourself?
I can't. No, I can't explain. There's a pound, and here are the numbers. Now, these are the exact numbers I want. I do not want you to change them, and I want you to do it now.
Are you sure this is legit?
Yes, it's no problem. You're off duty anyway. You'll be doing me a really big favour.
What about you?
I'm just going to finish up here, OK?
OK.
Are you sure you know where this newsagent is?
Yes.
Oh, and Nikki, be very, very careful when you cross the road. When you're getting hit by a bus.
Nice work, Slade. Just one problem.
What's that?
Where's the gold?
Where do you think, Morris? It's right under your nose.
Offer my resignation to take effect under law. Yours faithfully, Kate Grisham. Will do.
The Commissioner, Chief.
Commissioner, you're early.
I do understand the thinking behind your strategy, Kate, but I have to agree with, what was his name?
Mr. Ducan.
You put your ambition regarding citizens above and beyond your duty to protect the public.
Yes, sir.
I suppose I could argue the toss if you'd actually got a result out of it, but the gold is gone. Sissons is free.
Yes, sir. I agree, which is why...
Chief? Oh. Good evening, Commissioner. It worked out just like you said, Chief.
Did it?
Yeah. We've got Sissons, Janine Palmer, and the other three downstairs.
What are you talking about?
The robbers, sir. And we've got the gold, too.
What? Where was it?
Well, it was right in front of our eyes. When they knocked through into the storeroom from the tunnel, they left the white bricks all over the floor, and they put the 30 gold bars in amongst them. But first of all, they painted them white to match.
This is gold!
Yeah. I wondered why they knocked out Ducan after he'd opened the safe. Of course, it was because they didn't want him to see what they were going to do.
And the white paint?
Well, that was in the hold-all. You noticed the stain on the bottom, didn't you, Chief, straight away? I could kick myself.
Well, I did wonder.
After they sprayed the gold, they ran into the tunnel, out into the market, gave the hold-all to Janine Palmer, and then disappeared into the crowd. No robbers, no gold, nothing. But when the heat was off, all they had to do was return to Ducan's, posing as building contractors to repair the damage, and they had all the time in the world to pick up the gold. They even had the security men to give them a hand.
You've done very well, Slade.
Oh, no, Chief. This one's all down to you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'm not sure I quite understand.
Personally, I think it's perfectly clear.
How long did it give you?
13 hours.
Wait! Oh, no! I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. Oh,
What is it?
I don't know. Oh. The laser refractor. £200 plus VAT.
Don't worry. You can buy a new one.
Oh, sure.
Or you can buy 100.
You did it.
Well, there was a slight change of plan.
Go on.
Well, I gave the numbers to Nicky and he did it for me. I couldn't contact you. Don't worry, it'll work out exactly as I said.
He won't have done it. He'll have lost the ticket. The news agents will have been shut. He will have got stuck in the lift.
Why are you such a pessimist?
Because I know time. The laws of time.
It won't let you cheat. Well, we'll see about that. Right, tomorrow I think we should go in together. I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock. Oh, and we must discuss my percentage. 8 o'clock. Sharp.
No Rolls Royce?
Wait till later. We'll have a dozen. And a Ferrari.
Congratulations, Slade.
Those numbers, how did you know?
See, told you.
Oh, what's going on?
He won the lottery. He gave me the numbers and he actually won.
I have to say, I always liked you, really.
Well, deep down, Morris, to be honest, I've never liked you.
Well done, Slade.
Champagne all round.
Actually, the Illawarra Brut is a sparkling wine.
Cheers, Chief.
Cheers.
Cheers,
I still
Slade.
haven't thanked you for all you did last night.
Ah, that's okay. It's okay. I like to bow out in style.
Bow out? What do you mean?
Well, I enjoy the job, Chief, but speaking as a millionaire, I don't think I'm going to be hanging around.
Excuse me. I thought this was my money. You did this for me.
50-50.
Excuse me, Slade. Now, did you say millionaire?
That's right.
I don't think it's going to be as much as that.
Yeah, 6 numbers.
6. Robson,
Chief?
how many numbers did Slade get?
4.
4?
4.
You got 4, Slade. 4 out of 6. It's amazing.
No, that's not possible. You did do the numbers I gave you.
Yes. Here. And, here's the ticket. What is it?
Nikki.
What is it?
Please read them upside down.
What?
These were the winning numbers.
He's read 6 and 12 as 9 and 21. Other than that, all the numbers stay the same.
I don't believe him. You thought you had all 6 numbers?
Well, for 6, we'd have got champagne, not sparkling wine.
4 numbers. Right. 4 numbers. So exactly how much have I won then?
Hard to say, but it could be as much as £500.
No, I asked a newsagent, and it's 186.
186.
186, about £14 less than a new laser refractor. Should I drink this, or should I pour it over your head?
Professor! Professor Haywood! Professor? Professor?
That was brilliant. Wasn't that brilliant? That film was made 50 years ago and it feels timeless.
Yeah. Felt pretty endless, too.
Oh, no, you didn't like it?
Well, subtitles, black and white.
You know, I first saw Les Enfants de Paradis on my first date.
Your first date?
Yeah.
Wait, don't tell me. It was an old French film, so it must have been with an old French man.
No.
Listen, do you want to go for a drink?
No, I'm gonna go home, have a cup of coffee. Do you want to come?
Yeah, come on. So who was he then?
Who?
Your first date.
It's none of your business.
Miss Turner!
Look out!
Did you get a number plate?
No, they were too quick. Do you know him?
No, I don't think so. Please. Don't move. Don't move. Get an ambulance. He's dead.
You sure you don't know him?
No.
Well, he seemed to know you. He was obviously waiting for you to get back. And someone else was waiting for him.
He was trying to show me something. Come on.
You're going back?
Yep. That man was coming to tell me something and died right in front of me. I can't leave it like that.
You're going to try and stop it happening?
You know I can't do that.
Well, so the first lot of times is you can't cross down the pavement on the other side, grab hold of his arm, whoever he was, and stop him crossing the road.
You can if you like. I'll settle for a car registration and a view of the driver. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Right, let's get down there.
Slade, wait, wait!
Why is it bleeping?
3-minute warning.
Already?
Yep, giving us 3 minutes.
Oh, charming. What's gone wrong?
Nothing's gone wrong. I always told you the machine is unpredictable. Sometimes it gives you a day, sometimes a few hours. This time,
3 minutes.
if I could afford the research, I could solve it. I know I could. I know it's something to do with the length of the photon rods, but when I can't even afford to pay for anything else, how can I begin to...
It doesn't matter. When we return to the present, we can travel back again. And hopefully we'll get a bit longer.
It's not going to let us go back any further than we are now. These 3 minutes are like a full stop.
Don't tell me another law of time.
We can't exist in 3 time zones.
Two's tricky enough.
Exactly. No, you're not going to find out anything else tonight, so you might as well forget it. No. Please, don't let it be that.
What is it this time?
It's a crystal. It's a type of sapphire. It's in the heart of the machine. The case is niobium. Ouch. Look at it. It's cracked. I'm losing the cryogenic fluid.
What's it for?
It cools the electrophoretic process.
Of course.
My father had to sell his house to buy this. This is the single most expensive part of the machine. I can never afford to buy another one. Do you understand?
Does the machine work without it?
The machine is nothing without it.
What do you mean?
Yes, this means we're not going anywhere ever again.
His name was Chapman. Nigel Chapman.
Professor Chapman?
Do you know him?
Well, no, but I've read some of his articles. He worked in the same field as my father.
What field was that?
Quantum physics.
Do you think he was coming to see you?
Well, he called out my name.
Nigel Chapman was working at a company called Webb Biotech. I don't suppose that means anything to you?
No.
Well, it seems he wasn't the only recent fatality that Webb Biotech had suffered, Morris.
This is a newspaper article.
Oh, here we go.
It was found in the inside pocket of the dead man. You want me to read it out, Chief?
That's the idea, Morris.
Scientist drowns in bath. That's the headline.
Police last night were making no comment on the mysterious death of Ron Haywood, who headed up a division at the Webb Biotech Corporation. Professor Haywood, who was found dead in the bath, may have suffered a heart attack.
Wait a minute. Haywood, I know him too.
Maybe Chapman was coming to see Holly to tell him about Haywood, and that was what got him killed.
You know, you might have got something there, Robson. That had never occurred to me.
Oh.
Did Chapman say anything to you before he died?
No, he pointed to my arm and he was going to say something, but...
All right. Morris, Robson, background on Haywood. Start with the post-mortem reports. Slade, I want you to look into Webb Biotech.
Whatever you say, Chief.
Turner, given your scientific background, you can go with him, right?
Right.
How's the machine?
I don't want to talk about it.
Look, don't worry about it. We'll get it fixed. How much will you be able to pick one of those bits up for then?
It's called an electromagnetic crystal. I could probably pick one up for about, £20,000?
Second hand?
I think it's all there. All right, well, thanks a lot. I'll take it downstairs with you.
Holly?
Stephen!
How are you?
I'm all right, how are you? What are you doing here?
Well, I'm technical director here. What are you doing here? I was told it was the police.
We are the police.
It's a long story. This is Jeff Slade. We work together. Stephen Marlowe.
Hi. Good to meet you. God, I can't believe it's you.
I was just thinking about you. Last night, we went to see Les Enfants de Paradis.
No way.
Made 50 years ago, but it still feels timeless.
It was our first date, Les Enfants de Paradis, in that tiny cinema in Cambridge.
That's right.
How can I help?
Well, we've come about Nigel Chapman.
Yeah, what about him?
He was run over and killed last night.
Oh, my God. Hit and run? Well, you'd better come see Webb. Sebastian Webb, he runs the company.
Chapman dead?
Yes. I believe he was working with Ron Haywood.
They were both a waste of time and money. 6 months. 6 months working on a project that's going nowhere. Then one of them manages to drown himself. And now this.
What exactly was their project?
Marlowe, you tell them. You know more about it than I do.
They were working in the area of viral research. They were trying to build a new form of synchrotron.
What's that?
Well, it's a bit difficult to explain to the lay mind.
Well, why don't you have a go anyway?
It creates a form of radiation by spinning electrons around an evacuated circular tube at just under the speed of light.
The great advantage is the high frequencies. You can use them rather like X-rays to examine the viruses.
What kind of synchrotron were they building?
Revolutionary new design. More compact, more economic. Could have been worth millions.
If they finished it.
Can we take a look at it?
You take them down. I'm busy.
This way.
They're up to something if you ask me.
What do you mean?
Ask him. He employed them. All those overheads. Working day and night. And for what? For nothing. Nothing to show for it. Chapman and Haywood. They were a waste of space. Yeah.
Why don't you step this way? Look, Chapman and Haywood were slow, it's true, but as I tried to explain to Webb, it's a complicated area. You can't expect results overnight.
Yes, but 6 months and nothing to show for it.
Well, it started. This is where they worked.
Look at this equipment. This is fantastic. This intensifier, I didn't even know they were on the market.
That's Webb for you. Nothing but the best. You still dabbling in space-time?
Oh, not really. No.
Shame.
Is this the
synchrotron, yes.
Webb was right. They didn't get very far.
No. But look at this.
What's in here?
Oh, backup generator, storage. It's locked. This was their main lab.
You said this machine they were working on was worth millions.
Yeah.
Worth millions to whom?
Well, Webb Biotech, of course. You're not suggesting that Webb had them killed in order to steal their designs. Why would he do that? Anyway, there are no designs.
So you say.
Did you have to be quite so antagonistic?
So it was you and him? He was the old Frenchman?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
How did you meet?
My father tutored him at Cambridge. Then later on, he helped him with some of his research.
Did he know about the time machine?
No. No one knew.
Right, Morris. What did you get on Hayward?
He drowned in the path, Chief, but it now looks almost certain it was in suspicious circumstances.
Yes. Well, the fact that he was fully clothed at the time would seem to suggest that. Have you been to the house yet?
Not yet, Chief.
How about you, Slade? How did you get on at Webb Biotech?
Well, I think we may have a suspect. In fact, I'd like you to put out a tail on him.
Who?
Stephen Marlowe. He's the technical director.
He's got nothing to do with it.
Go on, Slade.
Hayward and Chapman were working on something called a synchrotron, which would have made someone very, very rich.
If they'd finished it.
Well, we only have Marlowe's word that they didn't finish it. He recruited them, he was responsible for them. Now, if they hadn't made any progress within 6 months, don't you think Marlowe would have been the first to complain?
Seems a bit thin.
When I told Marlowe that Chapman had been run over and killed, he said to me, "My God, a hit and run." They were his exact words. Now, how did he know it was a hit and run?
He just assumed.
Why do you want to put a tail on him?
Because if Marlowe's got his hands on this equipment, he could sell it outside the company. Okay, it's a long shot, but I think it's worth a try.
All right. All right. Morris, surveillance on Marlowe as of now.
I was going to check out Chapman's place, Chief.
Slade can do that. Take Robson with you. Anything else? All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Something wrong?
Yes. You know perfectly well Stephen's got nothing to do with
No,
this.
I don't.
Why don't you just admit you let this become personal?
Well, why don't you admit the same?
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No. Let's go.
Yes? Oh, Stephen.
He's paid until the end of the month, so I haven't touched anything.
Is there anything missing?
I couldn't tell you. I never come in here.
What sort of man was Mr. Hayward?
He was a tall man.
What about his temperament?
He's what?
How was he before he died, Mrs.
Beavis. And he was the same as usual.
So there was nothing strange about his behaviour in the week before he died?
Well, now you mention it, he did seem a little nervous about something. And then there was that day. He went out twice.
What do you mean?
Well, he always went out at 7:30, sharp. Well, one morning, must have been about a week before it happened. I heard him go, but when I came out, he was still there.
Did you ask him about it?
No, but that boss of his did. He was round here asking all sorts of questions of the professor. Where he was going, what he was doing.
His boss, do you mean Sebastian Webb?
No, I mean that other chap. Dark hair.
Marlowe?
That's his name. Stephen Marlowe.
It's great to see you, Holly. Thanks for agreeing to come.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's been too long.
5 years.
Seems longer. You know, I loved working for your dad. I was very sorry when...
I know.
He was a brilliant man.
He always said you'd go far.
No, I still can't quite believe that you ended up doing what you're doing. I mean, it seems so completely unlike you.
Well, 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 this is cosy. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
How did you know I was here?
I didn't. Morris told me he was. Do you mind if I join you, Stephen?
Will it make any difference?
It's pricey.
What exactly do you want?
I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Now?
Yeah, why not?
Far away.
I was just wondering why you were asking questions about Professor Hayward during the week before he died. His landlady mentioned it.
That's simple enough. I'd heard a rumour he was being headhunted, and I want to find out if there's any truth in it.
And was there?
I never found out.
She said He appeared nervous about something. Was he nervous about you?
This isn't fair.
Listen to me. I was nowhere near Hayward the night he died. I've already given a statement. I was in Knightsbridge on the other side of town.
But nobody saw you.
As a matter of fact, they did. I spoke to a newspaper seller. And on the night Chapman was killed, I was in Weybridge. I asked a policeman for directions.
If you knew where you were, Stephen, why did you bother asking a policeman for directions?
Because I didn't know where I was going.
That is enough. Please don't do that here.
Excuse me, whose side are you on?
This isn't about sides.
Look, if you've finished, we are trying to have dinner.
Yeah. Fine. You enjoy it.
I'm sorry about all that.
It's not your fault. Do you want to stay?
Well, it seems a shame to waste the evening.
I was about to ask
What?
whether you ever got married.
No.
I don't mean. You know, your father always used to say that...
Yes, he used to say an awful lot of things.
What about you and Jeff Slate?
Slade?
Oh.
No, we're just friends.
Hello?
Mr. Slade? Yeah? Who's this?
Are you looking for the man who killed Ron Hayward?
I might be.
I know where he is.
Who are you?
Meet me in half an hour. 1 o'clock at the Tobacco Dogs.
Know them?
Yeah, I can find them. How'll I recognize you? Oh. But you'll recognize me.
Why don't you come in with me, Holly? To Web Biotech.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really interested in viruses.
We do other things. Look, I practically run the company. I could set you up in any line of research you wanted.
I don't know.
But you were brilliant.
Was brilliant.
You've never stopped, have you? You're still working on your father's ideas. And some things never change. Like the way I feel about you.
was Stephen Marlowe. I know it.
You didn't see his face?
No, but I know it was him.
Where's Marlowe now?
Morris will still be tailing him.
If Morris was tailing him, he would have seen Marlowe attack you last night.
Well, maybe he gave Morris the slip.
Are you sure you want to bring him in? All right. But for your sake, you had better be right.
I don't understand these accounts. I didn't approve any of them.
No, but as I told you, I did.
Mr. Webb, I'm sorry.
What is this?
The police. We're here to see Mr. Stephen Marlowe.
You're under arrest.
This is ridiculous.
Nicky?
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Marlowe, do you mind telling me what the hell is going on?
Yes, they're mad. This is some sort of obsession.
Where were you last night at 1 o'clock?
None of your damn business.
How's your shoulder?
What?
Which shoulder was it, Slade?
Definitely this one.
What are you talking about?
According to Slade, he wounded you last night in the right shoulder.
Oh, that's easy enough to disprove. Would you mind? Satisfied? I've already shown you what you wanted to see. Why are you bringing me here?
We like bringing you here. This way.
I thought I hit him, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I was wrong. It was very dark. He was moving, you know. He could have been wearing a protective vest.
Maybe you were wrong about more than just the bullet.
It was his voice on the phone. I know it. He was trying to disguise it, but I know it was him. He still doesn't have an alibi.
Chief, this just came in.
What is it, Frank?
Routine check on Marlowe, Chief.
A newspaper seller called John Burford ID'd Marlowe in Knightsbridge at the time of Hayward's death. And a policeman called Munns remembers giving him directions in Weybridge. At exactly the same time, Chapman was killed.
Maybe he's got a twin.
A what?
We still don't know where he was last night.
"10:15, Grisham and Slade enter the room.
How much longer are you going to keep me here?
As long as it takes.
Right, can you please tell me where you were between the hours of 12 and 2 last night?
As a matter of fact, I can.
Go on.
Why don't you ask Holly Turner, your science officer? Between 12 o'clock and just after 2, I was with her.
It's true. We left the restaurant at 11 and then went back to Stephen's house.
I didn't want to tell them, Holly. Really, I didn't.
We talked for a few hours, mainly about Stephen's work, and then I left about 2:30.
And he was in your sight the entire time?
Yes, Chief.
Well, Mr. Marlowe, it looks like I owe you an apology.
Well, I'm not sure that I can accept it. Not only do you arrest me in front of my boss, but you do so at the whim of an officer who's obviously pursuing some personal vendetta.
Stephen.
No, I'm sorry, Holly. I take it I'm free to go?
Yes.
Fine. Then all I can say is you'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Nice work, Slade.
Chief.
Not now. You'd better type up a report for the Commissioner. You really are a walking bloody disaster.
Stephen!
I don't think we should talk anymore, Holly.
Look, Slade didn't mean it personally. It's just sometimes he gets ideas
Yeah,
into
well, his
head.
idea is going to land him up in court.
Don't do that.
I have to. He publicly humiliated me.
Look, about what you were saying last night. I want to take you up on your offer. I want to come in with you.
Well, I'm not sure that's still an option.
It is an option. Look, there's something back in my flat I've got to show you.
Come on, then. This takes me back.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Danny.
I know you. You're... You used to work with a professor.
Stephen Marlowe.
Yeah, Stephen Marlowe, yeah. Good to see you again after all this time.
Good to see you.
Hey! Ah. Ah.
There.
What is it? Wait a minute. I don't believe it. It can't be. This is a time machine. You've done it. You've actually done it. Did you build it?
No, my father built it. I just added on to it.
I don't know what to say. It's incredible. Does it work?
Yes, it works.
But Heath Robinson, some of these circuits are 20 years old.
It works, Stephen.
How far have you travelled?
A few hours, sometimes a day.
But you can't control the timeline.
No, not yet.
Have you tried lengthening the photon rods?
Money.
I just can't believe you've actually done it. Tachyon bombardment, creating a wormhole. Show me.
I can't. Look.
Sapphire crystal.
Hmm.
Niobium housing. Oh, cracked. It's expensive.
Can you replace it?
Why didn't you come to me years ago?
I couldn't.
If I can help you finish this, we can change history, you and me. We can knock Einstein off the map.
I'm not sure I want to knock Einstein off the map.
Where to start? Well, the crystal. Well, yeah, we've got a facility. I can get you everything you want.
What, now?
Why not? I just can't believe you've done all this without telling anyone. Holly, you're a genius.
I fired and hit him in the shoulder. You sure about that?
Do you mind?
I thought you'd actually shot yourself in the foot.
What do you think? You believe? Bad luck, Slade. I'm sure the Commissioner will be more sympathetic.
Yeah, thanks.
You should at least get 1 month's full pay, and it won't affect your pension.
I'm sure the answer to this is staring me in the face. When Chapman was run over, he was pointing to Holly's arm. And that Beavis woman was going on about Hayward being in two places at the same time, but he can't have been. Where are you going?
Out. Got to get my car checked over.
Why?
And this morning when I was watching Marlowe, it all went crazy.
Really?
Radio on and off, windscreen wipers, even the cigarette lighter, all the electrics.
Morris, where were you when this happened?
Outside, web, whatever it is.
Holly.
Are we going to your office?
No, not now.
Where then?
We're going to one of my facilities. I think you might find it a bit of a surprise. You've got everything you could possibly need. This is going to be wonderful.
When Chapman was run over, he wasn't just pointing to her arm, he was pointing to a watch.
What, he wanted to ask her the time?
No, Nicky, he wanted to tell her about time. Time is what this is all about.
Of course, because he was working on a synchrotron. Synchrotrons are something to do with time dilation.
Exactly. Oh, Frank. Holly and Stephen Marlowe, they left about an hour ago. Do you know where they were going?
Yeah. Look, I overheard them talking. She was going to take him back to her flat. There was something she wanted to show him.
Oh, no.
That's what she said.
Danny, have you seen Holly?
I'm afraid you're too late, mate. She left about an hour ago.
Was she on her own?
Oh, so you know about it then? Stephen Marlowe. He used to be around here all the time 5 years ago. Lovely chap. I was amazed to see them together again.
They left together?
Yeah.
In his car?
Hers, I think, I didn't see. I'm sure you don't have to worry about it, Jeff. They're just friends.
Go straight on.
We're heading out of town.
That's right.
What's going on? Where are we going? What?
Just keep driving. We're nearly there.
Auto initiation set.
Auto initiation set.
System open.
System open.
Enter time coordinates. 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
90 minutes.
90.
120 minutes. Processing.
Processing.
Initiate time travel.
Where's the car? Oh, of course. Police. Sorry, sir, I need your car. Thank you very much indeed.
My car! It's a company car! It's not come back!
Are we going to your office?
No, not now.
Where?
We're going to one of my facilities. I think you might find it a bit of a surprise. We've got everything you could possibly need. This is going to be wonderful.
We're heading out of town.
That's right.
Keep your hair on!
What's going on? Where are we going? What?
Out you get. You know, Holly, I'm genuinely sorry about this. I'm very attracted to you. Car keys? Thank you.
Why are you doing this?
I'd have thought that was obvious. Time travel. It's the most astounding discovery since, well, whenever. Whoever puts their name to it is going to go down in history. And think of the money. Billions. And why should I share that with you? In you go. Wait here. Give me your hands.
You've got a time machine, haven't you? That's how you knew about the photon rods.
Yes, that's how it works. I can be in two places at once. 2 time zones. And when I finish with you here...
You can travel back and give yourself the perfect alibi. Just like you did with Hayward and Chapman.
Exactly.
What is this place?
I told you, it's one of our facilities. Sometimes it's necessary to flash freeze samples, viruses. In you go.
You're going to leave me here?
Well, I couldn't possibly shoot you. Not the way I feel about you. And this will be completely painless. Like going to sleep. It'll only take a couple of minutes.
Maybe I prefer to be shot.
Oh, please.
Come on, there's the car.
How did you find me? You couldn't have found me. You've time travelled.
Yeah.
With his machine.
No, it wasn't his machine. Chapman and Haywood built it. Now, I'll see if there's anything in the boot.
Okay.
They were moonlighting at Webb's expense.
He was helping them.
Yeah, I'm sure. When they'd finished it, he killed them, using the time machine to give himself an alibi. And they used it again when he tried to kill me. Right?
You shot him?
Yes, whilst he was time travelling. So when he got back to the present, the wounds had cleared up. Okay?
How long have you got?
What?
Till you have to be back at the machine?
12 minutes.
Why do you always leave it so
This man Slade. First of all, he has humiliated my technical director. And now I find he has come back and he has stolen. No, I mean stolen my senior accountant's car.
I couldn't stop him.
All right. All right, Mr. Webb. I will deal with this personally. I am coming over right now. Oh, Slade.
3 minutes?
Yep, looks exactly the same as yours.
I had a feeling it was you at the cold store.
I think your game's up, Steve.
I wouldn't say that. Mr. Slade. In fact, if either of us was in trouble, I'd say it was you.
Stephen.
Interesting situation, don't you think? Do you know what happens if you don't get back in the machine?
Uh-huh.
You get sucked into the loop of infinity. Very convenient for me. It'll be as if you didn't exist at all.
I have 1.5 minutes.
Alternatively, you could take one step forward and I'll shoot you dead. If you're time traveling now, the effect will be the same. Either way, I won't have to dispose of a body.
And what about me?
You won't tell anyone. Don't tell me you really care for this arrogant plod. Holly, you can still come with me. See? The first time machine. We can present it to the world together.
Stephen.
Yeah?
Warning. Warning.
The machine!
Warning. Warning.
Slade, be careful, it's burning out. Slade!
Warning. Time travel.
What about him?
Take him with us.
Machine, I can't let it go.
There's no time.
Please, I can go back. I can change the past. I can make it all right.
You obviously don't know the first law of time, Marlowe. You can't change the past.
Marlowe! Do you mind telling me what's going on? First I hear a shot, now the alarm's going off.
Marlowe's under arrest, Mr.
No! Get that coming in, Marlowe. Now you'll explain. You'll pay for this!
Initiate time travel. Initiate time. System. Initiate time travel.
you find him?
Yes and no. He did try and travel back.
And?
It didn't work. Thank you. What are you going to do with it then?
What?
The machine. I mean, if it doesn't work anymore and you can't afford to replace the...
Electromagnetic crystal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't believe it's all over. All my father's work. But the bank won't lend me any more money, so I've got nowhere else to go.
So frustrating, isn't it? When you think of all those crimes we could be solving.
That's not the point.
We were a good team. You and me.
Yeah.
Look, if we could get it working again...
Well, we can't. So that's a completely hypothetical question, all right?
Yeah, completely. Completely. One electromagnetic crystal with niobium casing.
Where did you get that?
Well, when I went back in after Marlowe, sort of fell out the machine.
You didn't.
I did. No. No. What were you saying? About you and me?